Today in episode 101, I would like to spend some time sharing my website and other social spaces that I'm currently using to make my own teaching and learning practice more transparent. Hello and welcome. My name is Benjamin Stewart at benjaminlstewart.net. Before we get into today's topic, if you have any experiences, any insights on today's topic, or want to share some of your online spaces that you're currently using to make your own teaching practice more transparent, feel free to reach out to me at my Twitter handle at BNLEEZ. Now, today's podcast, I'm actually creating a video as well, so if you're interested in seeing the visual component of today's broadcast, I'll share the link to that video in the show notes. I want to provide a brief overview. Those of you who are new to the website, maybe new to the newsletter, I want to give you an overview of some of the online spaces that I'm currently using. I typically will go in and out of different technologies, finding the best way to share some of the information, some of my teaching practice that I'm currently involved with. And the website that I've created is designed to really host all of those links. It's a good starting point to see if you're interested in what I'm doing with my courses, podcast, newsletter, and so on. The website at benjaminlstewart.net is a good place to start. Now, the idea of sharing my teaching practice really is broken down into 4 areas. Since I'm teaching English language teacher trainers, there are really 4 domains that I typically think about or that I'm categorizing the type of content that I'm sharing. The first relates to just helping the teacher trainers become better communicators in English. So this will include both speaking and writing, but also improving their listening comprehension, their reading skills and strategies that they're using, helping them with their grammar, vocabulary, trying to broaden their vocabulary, pronunciation, and so on. So that's one area. The second area relates to teaching methodology, so the theory behind pedagogical practice, what they're doing in the classroom, that they're able to recognize and explain what they're doing in terms of teaching methodology based on current research. Also applied linguistics is another area that we spend a lot of time with students so that they are becoming more aware of how languages are learned. And so a lot of the courses that they take and also the information and content that I'm sharing in my online spaces relates specifically about how to recognize and how to help students learn an additional language. The fourth domain relates to just the actual teaching practice. So having students become more reflective practitioners, that they're able to think about what they've done in the moment, that they are becoming better at reflecting in the moment and making those adjustments, as well as reflecting after the fact, being able to recall later and reflect on what they're doing in the classroom. I would also extend this reflective practice in the planning stages as well, trying to anticipate problems based on the type of students and based on what's being taught, what's being introduced in the class. And so I would also consider those types of reflective practices that fall under this general category. So becoming a better communicator of English, understanding the teaching methodologies that are being used, and also recognizing other teaching methodologies maybe that aren't being used, but that they have some level of understanding of those, and knowledge of applied linguistics, and becoming a reflective practitioner in their own teaching practice. These are the 4 general domains or the types of information that I typically will share in my online spaces. So here from my website, moving across the top menu, I have a blog and a lot of the information, a lot of the courses that I'm teaching. I'm sharing some of the activities that I'm doing. I will also include just general op-eds, just my own opinion on certain topics that come up in my teaching practice. Some of it directly relates to my teaching practice. Other blog posts will just be information and ideas and opinions that I'd like to share. I also have a podcast. Here you can access the link, and you'll be able to access the latest episode and also prior episodes by also clicking this direct link to go to the Spotify page. Here you'll be able to access all of the prior episodes. I also have a link to different courses. Currently, this spring 2022 semester, I'm currently teaching Communicative Abilities in English 2, Listening and Speaking 2, and Writing Workshop. And so if you're interested, you can access some of the course information that I have set up, that I'm currently working on and working with some of my students. If you're interested in a free newsletter, feel free to click this link here and access and sign up for this free newsletter. Here I will typically each week share information and summarize some of my final thoughts and reflections for the week. So if you're interested, feel free to sign up. If you have any feedback, comments about basically anything that I'm sharing in any of my online spaces, feel free to reach out to me. There's a way to contact me through my website. You can also reach out to me directly from Twitter. My Twitter handle's at BNLEEZ, so feel free to share any feedback there. And if at any time you would like to be part of the podcast, if there's some experiences that you would like to share, if you're involved in research, this is another aspect that I have a lot of interest in. And so if you have some projects that involve research and want to share that information, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be glad to have you on the show. So that will conclude this episode 101. Thanks for listening. And again, feel free to reach out to me if you have any feedback about the information here that I'm sharing on my online spaces. My name is Benjamin Stewart at benjaminlstewart.net. Thanks for listening.